How was your bike ride?
That's good. That's nice out, but it's windy.
Jules is sleeping on her bed. I didn't even put her in her crate because I was out there hanging out with her and she just went and laid down and fell asleep, and I was like, well, she's probably not going anywhere. I just like kept it quiet. So I was like, I'll be able to hear her if she wakes up or something, you know?
Yeah.
All right, we will wait a couple more minutes here for people to show up. Yeah, why? Yeah, for a bit. Why? Were you about to make it now, or heat stuff up now? Yeah, it'll probably be like an hour. All right, let's get going then, because we gotta have dinner in a bit. Pretty big showdown this week. This could have been number 1 versus number 2 in the nation, but Colorado was tripped up by the Arizona Wildcats last week. Maybe looking ahead to this big non-conference matchup. Arizona runs that triple option offense, and you really need to spend a lot of time preparing for that in order to stop it, because it's so different from anything else you face. Although several Pac-12 teams now run that, but nonetheless, Colorado still in the national title picture with the chance to knock off the number 1 team in the nation at home. Both of these defenses are playing quite well, giving up about 20 points a game. You're good. Both of them top 11 in the nation in points per game given up. Minnesota number 1 in total yards allowed. Colorado at 35th. They allow a solid amount of yards, but they do not allow points. Both of these teams good against the run. Minnesota averaging almost 45 points a game on a pretty balanced attack, second in yards. Colorado averaging 35 a game on a pass-heavy attack. And let's take a look at the recruiting visits this week. Daryl Hayford and Bobby Weisbecker are very talented players. Aaron Lopez, the number 25 athlete in the nation, also in town. I believe Weisbecker, Lopez, and Hayford are all 3 deciding between the Gophers and the Buffaloes on where to play their college ball. And you know that this game takes on added importance for those players trying to take a gander at which of these schools will be right for them. You know, Colorado wants to win this game to impress them. John Paul Griffin is injured. He will miss this game. He will be replaced by the speedster backup quarterback who has 95 speed, I believe. But doesn't have quite the experience and despite being a senior, doesn't have quite the experience that Griffin has under center this season, at least. You got Lemon at left guard, Roth in the middle. The Gophers running the ball with Timmons, who has 575 yards and 6 touchdowns this year. Jarvis on the defensive line has 4 tackles for a loss, and the QB, Thomas Charles, has 16 touchdowns and 108 yards on the ground. As we look at this injury report, both of these teams are a little banged up. Minnesota missing Scott Bush, 96 overall receiver, out for the season. And their hero from the national title game last year, Will Hill, out for 4 weeks with a torn shoulder. Griffin has the foot stress fracture that he suffered last week. And Sullivan, a very talented corner, with a broken wrist. So neither of these teams is at 100% full strength, but they have enough depth to overcome. Minnesota wearing their white road unis, Colorado wearing the traditional black and gold look.
Both of these teams are ranked in the top 5. Both of them have lofty.
Look at these offensive ranks here. Two good passing offenses. Minnesota has had more success rushing the ball than Colorado has this year.
Now let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for all the action. We'll see you at the half.
The question for Colorado will be, how do they fare with the backup QB? Do they adjust their game plan? They've been going pass heavy so far this season. They're at home. You know that helps. You don't want to go play at TCF Bank Stadium right now with Minnesota on a 25-game win streak there. But Colorado has been holding down the fort at home as well. Is that number 69 at quarterback? That was some. Maybe we have some trickery in store for us here.
We're on the campus of the University of Colorado
At Folsom Field, a beautiful stadium out here in Colorado. In Boulder, the mountains in the background, as you can see there. The Gophers have Morrow and Ray Downs out there as their captains. Colorado has the injured Sullivan out there, along with big number 94. Colorado wins the kick, and they will kick. Wins the toss, I should say, and they will kick. And here we go. Minnesota will get the ball first. Normally this would be going back deep to Will Hill, but he is injured, and it doesn't matter because they're going to let that go out to the 25. Impact player for the Gophers, Tony Timmons. Last game only 14 carries, but he racked up 122 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Colorado comes out with 4 down linemen. Minnesota with trips to the right. First play screen pass, and it is blown up to Rick Haumiller. That's a 1-yard loss for the Gophers.
They really just didn't have any room to work.
Thomas Charles
The defense just
is a strict pocket passer, not a lot of speed. That was a nice toss to number 86, Jetro Willems, for 13 yards. And they move the sticks. 2 passes out of the gate here. 1 behind the line, 1 for the first down. 5 wide again. That throw has some arc under it. Rick Haumiller for 13 yards, and the Gophers are at midfield. Haumiller with 2 catches for 12 now. We've seen the different types of throws. That's a draw play there from Timmons. He only gets a yard. Good defense there from the interior of the line. What I was going to say is we've seen Thomas Charles make a couple different types of throws. We've seen him make the zip throw on the slant, and we've seen him put some touch on that other one there. Another draw play up the middle. It's 3rd down and 5 for the Gophers. What is up, ET? Welcome to the broadcast here. Should be in store for a good one today. 3rd down and 5. He has time to throw, and it's intercepted. Colorado at inside the 30-yard line. Who was that? Number 28? Dodd, it looks like. Thomas Charles makes a mistake on that throw. And Colorado will start on their own 29-yard line. Minnesota moved the ball well on that drive, but they could not keep it up. Here we go under center here for Colorado and their newly minted starting quarterback. Let's see if they take advantage of his legs, and they do on the first play of the drive, and he is plastered. Tremont Lane gets 7 yards. He is one of the fastest quarterbacks in the division, in the conference, maybe even in the nation. I haven't seen a lot of QBs on these non-user teams, but 94 speed, you're going to struggle to beat that. And he takes off again, and he gets the first down. 3-yard rush. Well, I posited there about the legs, and it looks like they will take advantage of his legs. Whether it's scheme or not, he will look to run this ball, and it's worked so far. 2 plays, 2 scrambles, and a first down. And that's a handoff up the middle. Bottled up really well there from the Gophers. Julian Wilson. 3-yard gain. Oh, they look to the sideline during. That was kind of funny. Guy in motion right there. And he has a man. Strong tackle. Mark Richwalski, sorry. I'll get that down. Mark Richwalski. 3rd down and 1 for Colorado. It looks like they have a man off sides. They have a man lined up in between the offense and the defense. Yeah, that's a false start. Very confusing there. Number 80 was about 3 to 4 yards downfield. And that is a killer penalty. You think they could maybe plow it up the middle for a first down? 3rd and 6. You got to wonder if that was a bit of a glitch in the system there. Bad break for Colorado. You don't think a player would knowingly... Well, obviously... Oh, and he runs into a sack there, and it does cost him. Tremont Lane looks to take off again. He has not yet thrown a pass. Harley Jarvis with his first sack of the day. We saw him earlier on our players to watch graphic. Well, the Gophers probably catch a break there. A bit of a boneheaded mistake by number 80 on Colorado. You'll see sometimes where a player is off the line when he shouldn't be, or the receiver covers a tight end, or maybe a guy lines a foot off offsides. You don't usually see a guy 4 yards downfield past the defensive line. Usually they'll look over to the line judge there and give him a point to make sure they're onside. And the line judge will give them a nod to confirm. So maybe he was so far downfield he couldn't even find out where the line judge was. Anyway, the Gophers defense holds. Thomas Charles looking to make up after his bad throw on the last drive. He finds former Mackey Award-winning tight end Ray Downs for 7 yards. We have our first upset alert of the day. Number 15 NC State trails Clemson 6-0 now. We have the pistol from the Gophers. And that's a handoff. That's going nowhere for Tony Timmons. He loses a yard. 3rd down and 4. Robert Roth, his dad, an investment banker. Gophers 0 of 1 on 3rd down, including a turnover. 3rd down and 4 here on the 37. Oh, he sees something he likes. He makes the audible, and he made the right audible there. It's number 86, Jetro Willems, with another catch. He must have seen the defense playing off, and he goes to Willems and tells him to shorten his route up a little bit, and it worked. First down Gophers. That's 4 receivers on the field now. The blitz, it does not get there, but the Gophers only get 2 yards anyway. Ray Downs has 2 catches for 9 yards so far today. Colorado sends edge pressure, and they get Downs, who shrugs the tackle, and he actually loses a couple yards there from that broken tackle. Charles 7 for 8, but only 46 yards. 3rd and 4. Again, second time this drive, it's been 3rd and 4. Trips to the left. Colorado sends edge pressure. It's picked up, and he has a man, but he gets no yardage there. They put a hit on Charles. It's 4th down and 4. The Gophers will punt, and Colorado will put everybody up on the line. We have yet to see one of these blocked. I wonder if it's actually possible. That punt is way through the back of the end zone. Colorado gets the ball back. They will be starting on their 20-yard line. Punter looking to put some backspin on that one, and he put some front spin on it, and it shot right through the end zone. Here we go. 2 receivers to the left, and it's a draw play. He has a little bit of room to run. He breaks a tackle. He breaks another tackle. Great run by number 20, Julian Wilson. He gets 14. He broke the tackles of 2 Gophers on different parts of that run. Good first play of the drive for the Buffalo. Ooh, the hard count, and he drops back to pass. Another draw play. This one works pretty well as well. 9 more yards for Wilson. Watch for the shotgun pass here. They might be taking a shot on 2nd and short. Let's see if he actually does throw the ball or if this is a scramble here. And he does throw it for his first attempt and completion of the game to Mark Richwalski. The Gophers scrambling to get back in position on defense. Under center here for Colorado. Another draw play, and that time you can see Wilson try to get away from the defender, but he pulled him down. Strong tackle there, only 1 yard, but Wilson has had success on the ground. A lot of draw plays from Colorado. You know, they've been throwing the ball a lot this year. Minnesota possibly game plan for that. Colorado mixing in a lot of draws with the new QB. And he throws that one away smartly. Tremont Lane actually has 3 pass attempts, so he must have had one before that other one. That one incomplete, and I do not actually remember what that was. So apologies. 3rd and 9 for Colorado. They have not converted a 3rd down today. Let's see what they come up with. The Gophers send a man up the middle, and he has his man, but it is short of the 1st down. Casey Hardy gets 6, so it's 4th and 4 on the 39. Thin air here in Boulder. Long field goal attempt. About 55 or so, I'd say. But dead center. And that kick is up. It looks to be good to me. Oh, he missed it! I was looking at the shadow of the ball. Jude puts it wide right. 56-yard attempt. He had the leg here, but he did not have the accuracy. Gophers respond by going 5 wide on 1st down. He's got tons of time to throw. He throws it in a terrible throw from Charles. He threw that into heavy traffic and put no power on that. He is very lucky that that was not picked off and returned possibly for a touchdown.
It's 2nd down.
This time they keep some running backs in, but they'll throw again. He steps up in the pocket, and that's a nice throw and a nice catch by David Young. That was good footwork by Charles. He took a little bit of a half step up there to give himself some more time when he found David Young, the Gophers' #1 receiver. Let's see here. Still, they're going to throw it again. Over the middle, another 1st down to David Young here. David Young is going to need to step up with Scott Bush out for the season and with Will Hill missing. Those are 2 of Thomas Charles' favorite receiving options. A screen pass. It looks like they set it up well. Good blocking and just horrific awareness from Timmons there. He has an easy 1st down if he keeps that inside, and instead he just runs right out of bounds with pretty much nobody pressuring him. Great downfield blocking from Minnesota. The lineman pushed the defender to the outside, which is what you're taught to do. Timmons is going to wish he had that one back. The Gophers convert anyway, though. 9 yards to Rick Howmiller. 12 for 14 from Charles. Only 1 bad interception. They're on the 15, let's say, maybe 16. Another pass. He moves around again. A dangerous throw again. Santiago McKenzie with a 5-yard catch. His first action of the day. He had a linebacker on him who never turned around to see the ball. If he does, that's right in his breadbasket. 2nd down and 5 for the Gophers. They've been throwing the ball a lot. This one's to McKenzie, and he loses a yard.
And he's hit hard behind the line. And they'll lose a yard there.
Pretty good stand there. They weren't fooled at all.
3rd and 6 from the 13. Minnesota has converted 1 of their 3 3rd downs today. The defenses have been pitching a shutout so far. Let's see if this Colorado defense can keep it up. Oh, play action. He's got time. He might force a bad throw here. And he makes a good throw. Jethro Willems, touchdown Gophers. Thomas Charles has all day to throw there. Colorado was begging for him to get that 1st down with his legs. But he's patient, and he makes a good throw there. And it results in a 7-0 lead for Minnesota. I think a lot of QBs get impatient on that one and take off with their legs. 17 passes, 3 rushes for the Gophers.
He just drills this one.
This is a Gopher team that has run the ball
This one's going to be down in the end zone for a
much
touchdown.
more often this year than they've thrown it, and today they have flip-flopped that.
Still early in the football game.
Yeah, give him a lot of credit.
Gophers doubling up Colorado in the first downs,
So watching
the total
this
yards,
game
and
during
total
this game,
plays.
not be surprised to see this.
And
Here
while
we
they
go.
are behind,
Colorado
they can
looking to
knock things
answer.
up in a heartbeat.
They're going to go under
Way too
center
early to
here.
change their game plan.
A bunch formation to the right, and they're going to throw it on first down. He's got time. He steps up. He has a man who is planted after a 3-yard gain, Tony
This kid's
Powell.
just a sophomore. He'll learn how to break those short catches in the big games.
Tremont Lane is 4 for 5, but he has not had a lot of receivers open downfield. Oh, and that time, Julian Wilson. They went back to the well for another draw play, and Jason Webb read that from the beginning. You got to feel for Colorado because they're in a bit of a tough spot here, going into possibly your toughest game of the season with your backup quarterback playing for the first time. He had no... Oh, but that's a deep throw, and he has a man! A great throw! Who was that? Joey Morse for 40 yards. They sling it on 3rd and long, and that was a huge play for the Buffalo. Tremont Lane needed to make a throw there, and he did. You can't overstate how big that could be for his confidence. Very unbalanced line on the left side here. Another draw play. And it seems like Minnesota might have caught on to the draw plays here. Colorado is running very few traditional handoffs. And I think we will get to the end of the first quarter here before Colorado gets this play off. Yes, we will. 7-0 Minnesota Gophers after 1.
So at the end of 1,
Colorado will have 2nd down and 11 after that huge 3rd down conversion for Tremont Lane and the Buffalo. Here we go.
back to the action
Just
down
as I
here
was
in the
talking
second.
about the tough spot that Colorado was in, their backup QB makes a huge play. Let's see if they can get some points on this drive. Another draw play. Takes this one to the outside, but stuffed again.
Ball here and brought down to the
The draw
backfield.
plays worked well on the first couple drives. John Hall has 3 tackles. They're going to have to throw it here on 3rd and 11. The same down and distance as their last one. The man comes in motion. Oh, he has a throw, and it's dropped. Oh, John Hall.
That was almost
He's asking the crowd why they aren't making any noise, but it's probably because they were surprised how easy of a pick that was that he dropped. And it's another long field goal attempt. This one's closer.
They call on the kicker
It's from
for
the right
long
hash.
field goal.
Let's see if Jude can get the Colorado Buffaloes on the board. The kick is up. This one is up, and it is good. Jude now 1 for 2.
If he's gonna get a chance to kick
Probably
one of
feels
those.
good
We
for him
saw
to see that one
warming
go
up from
between the uprights as he
60
gets
yards.
stared down by a Minnesota defender. That was from 54. Jude has the leg.
Colorado is ready to kick it away.
If he can straighten it out. The lesson learned here is do not follow the shadow of the ball to give you any idea of where it's going. So, Colorado answers with a field goal. It's 7-3 Gophers as they take over on their own 25.
Seen too much separation between these two squads.
Running back to the right, quad receivers here, 2 on each side. Let's see, they're going to run it on first down. They haven't run it a lot this game. Good gain, though, 8 yards for Tony Timmons. Let's see, they had run 17 of their 20 plays as pass plays, and they run it on first down here. Back to the air. Oh! Oh, what? Oh, my God. I thought that was going to the outside receiver, and then I thought it was going to go right to the defender who was standing there and inexplicably did not make a play on the ball. Oh, my. That is a freaking terrible throw to make. Across your body, across the field, with no zip on it, and an unsuccessful screen pass to Willems, who does have a touchdown today. 2nd and 10 for the Gophers. Colorado lining up in man coverage. They're going to try to cover these guys one-on-one. Yeah, I agree, James. Colorado Stadium looks really cool. Oh, it's a draw play. And Thomas Charles has 60 speed. You're not going to see him beating a lot of defenders with his legs. And he didn't take a very direct route there and got no gain. 3rd down and 10 for Minnesota. Trips to the right. Colorado rushes 10. And, sorry, not rushes 10. 4th and 1. They hold. Strong tackle there, as Willems is just a bit short. Gophers are going to punt this one away. Thomas Charles, 18 of 20. But only 7 points on the board for Minnesota. It was a good stand for the Colorado defense. Let's see what this punt does. And once again, I have yet to see a punter coffin corner anybody or even have a punt downed inside the 20. They just fire these punts out the back of the end zone. All right, Colorado. They got 3 points and they got to stop, and now they have the ball back. They're going to start out with a heavy formation, running back in and an up back in. They hand it off up the middle. One of their first non-draw handoffs of the game. They get 5 yards. Second down and 5. As they look to the sideline. Another handoff up the gut. Oh, nice run there from Wilson. Everybody dove to the center of the field expecting a dive, and he cut it outside. And it looks like they're going to keep up the run. They found something that's working here. Maybe they figured out that the draws aren't working as well anymore. And they're going to a traditional running attack, and they will run it again. Oh my God, who was that? That broke through the line. C.J. Hand absolutely dusted the right guard there. Almost got through untouched. 3-yard loss. Here we go under center again. Now they're going to throw it. And he has a man.
Great concentration to haul it in.
Strong run after catch. He gets 12 back. 3rd down and short here. The five-step pass. That's very specific. Colorado not going to run this one on 3rd and short. They're going to throw the ball. Look at those 2 D linemen lined up right over the center. Let's see if that gets some pressure. It does not. It's blocked well, and they have a man. Easy curl route to Tony Powell for a 1st down. Colorado is going to keep the offense moving quickly. He lines up under center again. Minnesota has 2 very wide Ds, and then both D tackles are like dead bang on the center here. Number 20, Julian Wilson, carries the defender for a couple extra yards, only gets 3. He's got 11 carries, 33 yards. These teams are running different styles of offense, almost inverted from their normal offenses this year. Colorado is keeping the ball on the ground. Minnesota throwing it a lot, which is the opposite of what we've seen so far for these teams. Good blocking. Oh, nice cut up field. Inside the 40 for Tony Powell. He turned on a dime there to get the 1st down, leaving a Minnesota defender in his wake. Colorado in the shotgun now. I wonder if we have a draw play coming. Minnesota 3-down lineman here. And it is a draw play, and this one once again unsuccessful. Great tackle there by Harley Jarvis, who has 2 TFLs, including a sack today.
It's 2nd down, 12 to go.
Back under center here for Colorado. They've had more success running the ball from under center than from the shotgun. And this will be another draw play. You know, the draw plays haven't been working. Ryan Anderson, sharpshooter. Ryan Anderson, 2 yards. They're going to have their backup back here on 3rd down. The draw plays haven't been working, but the direct handoffs have had success, so you'd wonder if they want to lean towards those the rest of the game. 3rd down and long. Again, they've converted some, and they will not convert this one, but they've once again put themselves in field goal range. And we know that Jude can make it from here. Gophers defense is happy that they got the stop. Let's see. This one's from the center of the field again. But they're getting closer and closer for their kicker, making it easier and easier on him. Minnesota got pressure there, but it did not matter. And that kick is good. 7-6 Minnesota. 3 minutes left until Colorado gets the ball back to start the 3rd quarter. That was another 50-yarder. This is a
for the kickoff.
Very impressive performance. I know he missed one, but still from the kicker, 250-yarders in the first half. Very
The
impressive.
Golden Gophers offense normally predicated with the ground game, but today it's a passing
Timmons
game.
hasn't had much to do, only 4 carries. Charles has been carrying the load, and Willems has been his favorite target so far.
In a game that's
7-6
this close,
Minnesota.
you can't afford to
These
waste
defenses
possession.
have had the edge so far.
Points.
Ooh, he takes a look at the right side, makes a change in the play call. He stands in the pocket. He throws an interception. Number 44 on Colorado stepped in front of that pass. He had time to throw. Thomas Charles has 3 incompletions, and 2 of them are interceptions. Colorado right back on offense after 1 play, and they're under center again. Handoff up the middle. This draw play works. 8-yard gain for Julian Wilson. He's got 13 carries. And this is an end around that he ends up cutting it up the middle. He doesn't quite get the first down. It's going to be 3rd and inches here. Interesting play call there. And on 3rd and inches, they're going to throw the ball again. They've been running the ball so well, you'd think they... Well, let's see. Minnesota playing off coverage. They might have some short routes open here. And they do have some short routes open. Mark Richwalski for 12. The Minnesota offense has been stagnant after they've scored their touchdown. Tremont Lane has had this Colorado offense moving. Tremont Lane, not a traditional... Oh, here we go. He takes off up the middle. I was gonna say, he's not a traditional drop back passer. He likes to run the ball, but he has been throwing it well. Ball State and Colorado. Or sorry, Ball State and Ohio State. Number 6 Ohio State taking it to Ball State. Here we go. They drop back to throw again. He's got time, and he has a man underneath. 1st and goal. And Colorado takes their first timeout, looking to take their first lead of the game.
First down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line.
Colorado only 2 receivers here, 2 tight ends to the right, and it's a stretch play to that side. We have a early flag. Was there a defender offsides? There was a defender offsides. That was a mistake. They strung that out for no gain, but the defender lined up offsides, and it'll be 1st and goal again, this time from the 5-yard line. Here we go. Let's see if the Gopher defense can make a big stand. They haven't allowed a touchdown yet, but they are perilously close to allowing one now. That's a handoff up the middle, and they're inching closer and closer. Colorado takes another timeout. They're on the 1 now. Certainly a goal line offense situation. And it is. They still have, there may be an ace here. That's a great push from. Oh, what a tackle there! Wow. I was about to say the offensive line had a great push on that play. And Ramon King shot through the line to make a huge hit. It's 3rd and goal here. This is actually maybe helping Colorado, and it does help them run a little bit more time off the clock, and they get it anyway. Julian Wilson with the touchdown. It's 12-7. Do they go for 2 here to make it 14? They will not. They will just kick the field goal to make it a 6-point game.
He splits
13-7 Buffalo. They have scored 13 unanswered points. We go to the studio here. Stanford leading number 2 Oregon State 9-7. A fullback touchdown. That's what you get when you put these 2 teams together. A lot of rush attempts in that game, I can guarantee you. All right, well, Colorado has roared back in this one. Minnesota's offense has not moved the ball well. Thomas Charles has 2 interceptions, and they find themselves down 13-7 here. Only a minute and a half left before halftime, where Colorado will get the ball back again. Let's see if Minnesota changes up the offense at all here.
Well, I think the continuity between a coach.
Momentum swings have been fairly even.
3 wide receivers to the left side of the field. They have all their timeouts left. Minute and a half remaining. He has time to throw. He finds a man short who does get the first down. That's Tony Timmons out of the backfield. Maybe Charles will take a couple more looks at some check downs here after throwing 2 interceptions on deeper throws. And the first, big stiff arm from Timmons. Minnesota will take their first timeout. So first 2 plays of this drive are check downs to the RB. Charles getting a little gun shy after throwing 2 first-half picks. Dante Green with his fist tackle. 4 receivers to the short side. And he has a man, and he gets the first down. He makes a man miss. That's Timmons again, his 3rd catch of the drive. Minnesota saving a timeout, trying to hurry up here. And we have a draw play up the middle. That's Timmons again. Minnesota with 2 timeouts in their pocket. They will not use them here as we go under a minute. Teams have a tendency here to end the half with timeouts left, so you worry that they might not use them. Charles, and does he get out of bounds? He does. No, he does not. They take a timeout. Charles was tiptoeing around in the pocket there, moving all over the place. Finds a man, gets 7. Gets 2. It was only 2nd 5. 3rd down and 3 on the 45-yard line here, and they hand this off, and he gets stoned. And Colorado, did anybody take a timeout there? No, they didn't. Nobody did. And Minnesota will punt this back, and they will let this clock run, most likely. Run down to about 5 seconds left. They've had several drives stall out around midfield, either with a 3rd down incomplete pass or a interception. They've moved the ball well on their half of the field, but they just can't string drives together long enough to make any scoring opportunities. And once again, there'll be 2 seconds left here. Carroll boots that one out of the end zone. So Colorado will get the ball back at half with a chance to build on a 6-point lead. The Colorado defense has came to play today, and they will most likely just run this ball up the middle and get to halftime, and they will. Julian Wilson has been good this half. He has a touchdown. He has a touchdown that gave his team the current lead that they have.
Glad to have you with us in the studio for the EA
So a defensive struggle so far.
14 halftime show presented by
Neither
Nissan.
team
Innovation that excites.
played great on
Chris
offense.
Davis
Colorado
and David Pollock
actually
here completely
probably had the
locked
better
in
half
on
of
that
it
first
because
half. I love this
they just
first
had
half.
more scoring drives, even if they were field goals. Minnesota had one drive that got anywhere downfield,
Good, clean, tough football
resulting in that
first
pass
half.
to Willems.
Much
But
like
Colorado
most
moved the ball
areas,
consistently
it was
and got in
almost
field goal
a
range. Really, they hadn't done anything until they had that long pass to Morse on 3rd down. And ever since then, they've been moving it fairly well. Minnesota tried to hold off on their own goal line there, but Colorado punched it in on 3rd down from the 1. Look at the rushing yards difference, 63 to 15. That is a major difference.
30 points a game. You don't have to put a lot of pressure on yourself. You just execute the plays that are in front of you and realize that punts aren't going to kill you. I got
2 turnovers as well. Jump off the page at you. Colorado has had the ball for a couple minutes more than the Gophers.
For the second half, Brad and Kirk will be along in just a second. Looking forward to keeping an eye on everything around the country here. Got a good games going.
We're locked and loaded. We got all the big screens going. You're going to be looking to hand out some helmet stickers later. Yeah, we loaded, man.
I'll try. You think you can keep on your shoes in the second half?
I'll try to. Is it stinky?
Yes. Brad and Kirk, you're at a safe distance. Take it away.
It really showed you that graphic for a long time. Okay. Here we go. Minnesota kicking off. Colorado will receive, and they will start on their own 25 here.
This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
Let's see if either of these teams made halftime adjustments, or if we're going to see more of the same in the second half.
So you wonder what kind of excitement
Minnesota
we'll see
coming
this
out with
time
only
around.
3 down linemen, which is interesting. They traditionally run a 4-3 off defense. And a run up the middle for Colorado, gets 3 for Wilson. Ohio State pouring it on Ball State, 41-20. Trips to the left in a bunch. They look to the sideline. They've had success with short passes. Minnesota sends a blitz, and they leave a man open in the flat. Rich Walski. It's going to be 3rd and 3 here. This is kind of a big play to set the tone here for the second half. Minnesota sticking with the 3-4, maybe the 3-3-5. A blitz doesn't get there, and they have a first down. Oh, no. Wow. I thought they had a first down for sure. With the generous spotting you usually see in this game. Minnesota a little worried about the fake punt run maybe. They have everybody on the line. I have to agree. You'd think, I know weed is legal here in the state of Colorado. Maybe the ref had an edible at halftime, because I have a lot of questions about that call there. I thought for certain he fell across that yard marker there. Well, the Gophers get gifted a stop from the referee there. And they will take over here. Colorado's defense feeling good after only allowing 1 touchdown drive in the first half. Minnesota 4 receivers to start. A draw play. They only get 3 yards to Timmons. NC State has scored to tie it up against Clemson. Maybe Minnesota leans on the run a bit more here in the second half. They're going to throw it here. He has a man, but he has to come back, and he only gets 1 yard. Ray Downs was led back towards the line of scrimmage, and he was led way back because he only got a yard out of it. Colorado pressing. Let's see if Minnesota can break that press coverage deep. And it's a run play on 3rd down, and it will not get the first down. They threw the ball all first half, and now they're running on 3rd down and 6. Interesting play call there. Sims, I'm going to be honest, I'll blame the ref for the bad spot. I'm not sure I'm going to give him the fault of your guy not knowing where the line of scrimmage was, to be completely honest. There got to be some self-awareness there. Regardless, Minnesota goes 3 and out. Justin Griffin gets 8 on that return. And Colorado back on offense again. Their defense continues to stymie the Gophers.
So they're just about set to get the game going again. Colorado up 6.
Colorado with 2 receivers left. They're going to motion again. Maybe we have a run to the left here, or to the right, sorry. No, it's a pass, and it's a nice throw. First down, Colorado.
I'm really liking what I see from this guy. He's not afraid to go to the air on any down.
Tremont Lane, 14 for 16. They look to the sideline. 1st and 10. And he has a man, short gain, gets 2 yards to Ryan Anderson. Colorado seems to be moving the ball a little bit better on offense here. Minnesota has not had a rhythm to their offense. Colorado, even when they get stopped, they've been getting close to getting first downs at least. And that's a handoff, and that is once again number 97 busting through the line. Who is that? That's Jason Webb, his 3rd TFL, 3rd and long for Colorado. 4 for 9 on 3rd down, not bad. They're going to be under center here, 2 receivers left. Let's see if anybody can get open. He has time to throw. He steps up. Deep throw. And he is a man. Nope. And it's caught. Oh my gosh. What a throw and catch. He did not look to be open there. Very impressive catch. You even saw the Minnesota defender try to rip that one out. I cannot believe he came down with that one. That is another humongous play in this game. And they go across the middle again for another catch in traffic. Minnesota had that well covered down the left sideline, and Colorado put it in there for a humongous gain. 2nd down and 3, and they're going run heavy offense here. A pitch to the left side, and it goes backwards. 3rd and 6 again. Colorado has made some huge plays on 3rd down. Pierre Lewis with the tackle. Even a field goal here makes this a 9-point game. Here we go, 4 wide for Colorado. Don't do anything stupid here. And it's a screen pass, and it gets snuffed out. So the Gopher defense does hold, but not before Colorado gets back into field goal range again. They've been moving kicker closer and closer, and this will just be a chip shot. Harley Jarvis makes that tackle. This one is up, and it is good. 16-7, Colorado. 3 straight field goals converted for Jude. The Gophers are getting outpaced here. They're really kind of running a little short on time to start moving the ball. They were down 1, and now they're down 9. They're down deficit creeping upwards and upwards. Their defense has played solid for the most part. They've given up some big plays on 3rd down, but you've got to score more than 7 points to be able to win a football game. 5 wide for Minnesota here. Timmons, oh, a drop. Thomas Charles had a nice throw on that one, but it goes right off the hands of the intended receiver. 2nd down and 10. The mistakes are kind of piling up here for Minnesota. Trips to the right for the Gophers. Screen pass, and it goes nowhere. 3rd and 11. Minnesota has a tendency to love a screen pass. This is another big play. They've had nothing going on offense. Only 2 of 7 on 3rd down. Interesting formation here. He has time. He has a man. Big conversion there to Jethro Willems. They needed that. They kept some extra men into block to give some time for the downfield routes to develop. And they get to the 40-yard line now. So they are kind of getting close to where most of their drives have petered out today. That's a quick throw, and they are across midfield. Ray Downs. Well, let's see if they can make a drive last here. They've had a lot of drives get to about this point in the field. 2 guys in the backfield there, including Ray Downs. Screen pass, and it goes nowhere. Tony Timmons loses 2 yards. Not a good start to this set of downs.
Just didn't have any room to work on that play. The defense just suffocated them.
Under 3 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Here we go again, another screen pass. This one gets a few yards, but it's only back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 10 again. They've been going through some very weird play calling phases here. They had a lot of passing early, then they randomly went into a run-heavy phase, including runs on 3rd and long, and now they're kind of getting into a screen pass phase. Similar to Colorado, who went through their draw phase, and that was into heavy traffic. Nobody open there. Charles got the pass off, but nobody open downfield. And once again, they got to midfield, and they will punt again. Colorado's defense bends, but they do not break. This punt predictably goes right out the back of the end zone. Minnesota's offense has just not been able to get more than 2 or 3 first downs on a drive. They're on the 20-yard line. They're going to line up under center. But they will drop back to pass, and they have a man who steps out of bounds earlier than he needed to, but he gets 5.
At the 25-yard line.
Tremont Lane has only thrown 2 incomplete passes all day against the #1 yardage defense in the country. An impressive debut for him. And another great throw. Is that a one-handed catch? A user catch for Casey Hardy with one hand. Colorado is making all the plays here in the second half. Oh, wow, the blitz doesn't get there. The blitzer ran right past him. And Lane sneaks ahead for 4 yards. Jason Webb with the tackle, but Minnesota sent pressure, and he slipped right by the quarterback without making the sack. A draw play that works. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Buffaloes. Third down and short. Colorado likes to pass the ball for some reason on 3rd and short today. Minnesota looks like the middle of the field is wide open, but they run a pitch play, and they do not get it. It looked like maybe a simple handoff up the middle. Could have been successful there. And oh no, is that Julian Wilson down with an injury? It looks like it. That could spell trouble for Colorado. Luckily for them, Minnesota will actually have to score to catch up with them. They might not need to score the rest of this game. So we are almost to the 4th quarter here, and Minnesota has only put up 7 points. Ooh, that was actually almost a good coffin corner from Collins. Yeah, Sims, that was a questionable play call. Minnesota had the defense spread out wide. They had no backers in the middle of the field. Just run a dive. Here we go, trips to the left. Minnesota has had, must be 7 or 8 straight drives without a score. Oh, and he throws a pick on the first play of the drive. Thomas Charles is falling apart. He has played terribly today. Antonio Wright picks him off. He just does not have it at all. It looks like Colorado might get their first big non-conference win in a while. Here we go, a draw play, no gain. But right now, Colorado can just kick field goals because Thomas Charles repeatedly makes mistakes on his own half of the field. Colorado has been locking down the Minnesota passing game very, very well, and they haven't turned it over once themselves. He drops back to pass here. He has a man, a deep throw, and Minnesota drops that one. They've dropped a couple of those today. 3rd and 13 here. Colorado is 5 of 12 on 3rd down. They will live another day here after that dropped interception. And it looks like a screen pass, and he just got it off because he would have lost a lot of field position there if he did not get that one off. Another field goal again, and the kicker has been great since that first miss from long range. The kick is up here, and that looks to be good. It is 19-7 Colorado. Minnesota's defense doing their best, but the offense has been making a lot of mistakes.
Colorado to kick. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one.
Thomas Charles has thrown 3 interceptions today. All of them have resulted in points for Colorado, I believe.
Cut this offense last drive short.
All right, last play of the quarter here. Let's see if they just hand this one off in order to keep the drive alive. They're going to throw it again. He moves around, and he has a man up the middle. That's Jetro Willems, who's been kind of the only receiver that's been able to get open in this game. Colorado has a 12-point lead without their starting quarterback. Look at that catch. Play of the game so far. They've had 2 humongous plays on 3rd down that led to points, and that's one of the differences in this game. On 3rd down, they've made plays, and Minnesota has made terrible decisions. Let's see here. 4 receivers for the Gophers. He looks across the middle, deep throw, and it's picked off again! They just cannot stop throwing interceptions. Maybe he needs to learn to check it down. This one might be over because Minnesota cannot get out of their own way.
From their own 39-yard line. First down.
Wow, this is looking like a Nick Saban coach defense, but just not against Clemson in the national championship. Oh, and he just gets that one off as well. Minnesota had pressure, but Tremont gets the throw away just in time. 2nd down and 10. They're on the 40 again. Thomas Charles has lacked any big playability here today. He is just throwing picks on every play. The Gophers stuffed that one up, 3rd down and 11. They might need a defensive touchdown to come back in this one because their offense has vanished from the face of the earth.
3rd down and 11 coming up here.
2 receivers to the right, 2 men in the backfield. Looks like a screen pass, and he's sacked. They couldn't get that one off. Steve Payne with the sack. The Gophers defense holds again. Let's see if that flips the field position a little bit or something. The Gophers need a spark, maybe a special teams play. They don't get the block,
They get this one off, and it's a beauty.
but they will have better field position than they've had for most of this game. They will be starting on their own 42-yard line.
Minnesota's been doing special things on offense.
Look at these statistics. Only 215 total yards and 4 interceptions. 4. If you would have shown these stat lines before the game, you probably would think that Charles is the guy making his first start. And he finds a man across the middle that looks like Ray Downs. No, that's Tyler Webb for 8 yards. He's had success when he checks it down. Not as much when he takes deeper shots. They've almost all been intercepted. 5 wide for the Gophers. Another short throw and a first down. Once again, they are in that trouble spot right around the 50 where Gopher drives go to die. They've been sticking 5 wide on this drive. They have a sense of urgency about them. And they've consistently been finding downs or another receiver across the middle here. Maybe this is a safe throw that Charles can make. It's an easy read, and he doesn't have to worry about a defender ending up with the football. Let's see. Same play again. Now, normally when a team defaults to a play like this, eventually you will see the defense adjust and start to shut it down. Let's see what that point is for Colorado. They've seen it this whole drive now. Let's see if they start clamping down on that and it forces a mistake from Charles. Here. Oh, okay, that was a deeper in route though. So that looks like that might be the first time that they covered that tight end curl and forced Thomas Charles to make a read. So a field goal here doesn't do anything for the Gophers. It makes it a 9-point game. They really need 6 points.
And the defense counters with their dime look.
And they're back to that. And it's 1st and 10. Make that 1st and goal. Ray Downs looks a little bit tired after getting up here. He's seen a lot of targets this drive. The Gophers are going to huddle up for this one. They have 3 receivers to the left. They bring a running back in for the first time this drive, and it's a handoff. And he falls forward for 4 yards. They get inside the 5. He has 8 carries today for only 27 yards. 2nd down and goal. They got close to the goal line, and they came out of that 5-wide set. Another handoff up the middle. Touchdown, Gophers. This one is not quite over. The Gopher offense comes alive. And you know what they did there is they kind of took the ball out of Thomas Charles' hands. Every single throw he made was across the middle of the field and was within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. And then they handed the ball off when they got near the goal line. He wasn't making any of the dangerous outside throws that got him in trouble earlier this game. Oregon State up by 5 on Stanford. 27 carries for 200 yards for Everett. That is your Heisman leader right there. And he's showing you why. The QB has 8 completions for 71 yards. And Everett, the workhorse, cementing his place, in my opinion, at the top of the Heisman standings right now. So, 5 minutes and 28 seconds remaining. Colorado leads 19-14. They are missing their starting quarterback, and they might be missing their starting running back now. We'll have to see if he comes back this game. If that was a minor injury or something more serious. Let's see. I actually don't know. Sims, do you know what number that guy is? We'll be able to tell if they hand it off to somebody else. Diamond in the backfield there. They're going to throw on first down. Minnesota brings pressure. Oh, he almost breaks it. That's Ryan Anderson. That might confirm the theory that the starting running back is out for the game here. That's a 4-yard loss. Ryan Anderson is a fullback, so that would explain why he was in on that throw, because that was that double backfield set. They're going to go back under center. Yeah, I've been really impressed with your backup QB, Sims. He's been really good. A quick throw, screen pass, and it's blown up. 3rd and 16 for Colorado.
That's a 2-yard loss.
Joey Morris not super excited with the position that his QB put him in on that one. Third and long. Let's see if Colorado can pull out some more of that third down magic that they've had earlier this game. He's going to throw it short. Only gets 4 back, and they will punt the ball back to Minnesota.
These 3 and outs are quite simply.
Yeah, both teams have had a little bit of that screen fever this game. Minnesota had it in the 3rd quarter, and they passed it right on to Colorado. Look at that even play selection. Colorado going to let this clock run a little bit and punt it away here.
It's away, and it's a booming punt.
Let's see if he can do anything on this return. Good blocking to start. He runs right into that good blocking. They will be starting on their own 45-yard line.
This is not the type of game you'd expect to see.
Yeah, look at some of these defensive highlights. Allen with the pick there. They have just been undercutting route after route, and Thomas Charles has been throwing these balls short. Here we go, though. He had a good drive last drive. Let's see if they can do it again with short, safe throws, or if Thomas Charles will get the hero bug and take some deep shots. Minnesota is all too familiar with this after Cedric Lewis's 5-interception performance in the national championship game last year. That's a 5-yard gain. That was a short, safe throw. Say that 5 times fast. He has 43 pass attempts today, and they're back in the 5 wide. Nope, sorry, they're not. Thought that was wide receiver. It was the running back. 2nd down and 5. We are under 4 minutes left, and it's the read option with the slow quarterback. Wow. Thomas Charles gets 8 on the read option. His first positive yards carried today. They ran a draw with him earlier. Dante Green, 11 tackles. So once again, the Gophers need a touchdown. All those field goals that Colorado converted on are mounting up here, and 3 will not do. 2nd down and 7 here for the Gophers. And now they will go 5 wide. And a zipped throw. Is that the running back? Tony Timmons it is. He holds on. Tough catch there. He got his hands on it. The defender put a hit on him, and he held on to the ball. They are on the 33-yard line. Again, everybody out wide. This is where he gets into trouble. A long throw across his body, falls forward, gets 5 yards here. We are getting into last drive territory here. Yeah, there's 3 minutes left. That's not really true at all. But we're going to get under 3 minutes here, and the Gophers are running the hurry up. Oh, they're in the pistol now. Interesting. Taking some time for number 80 to get back to the line. Oh, we have a false start. They went hard count, and they will lose those 5 yards that they gained on the last play.
Once you're set, you've got to stay that way.
Let's see if that halts the momentum of this drive a little bit. It will allow both teams to catch their breath, though, which I'm sure they both need. 3 down linemen for Colorado. 3 receivers to the right for Minnesota. It's a draw. And he gets the 5, so he gets 3 yards there. 3rd down and 7 to Santiago McKenzie, who has 2 carries for 2 yards. Let's see, you got to think we're in 4 down territory here for the Gophers. They will drop back to throw. It's a screen pass. And, oh, it's a fumble! Colorado picks up the ball, and they made a humongous play. That is turnover number 5 for Minnesota. Oh, no. They had the backup running back in, and he fumbles the football. Minnesota losing the turnover battle 5-0. That might be the dagger. And Colorado Oh my God, they're throwing the ball. They're not scared.
At the 48.
The defenders
17
really
yards to
have
Tony
get their
Powell.
heads into this game. That was a
There is
big
2:30
play.
left in this
First
game.
down, no less.
Okay, 1st and 10. They're throwing it again. Oh, he's throwing some dangerous balls and got away with it. That's another one. 2nd and 2.
Taking their first time out
Minnesota
of the
takes their first
I think it was a
timeout.
great play call, and it was very well
He might already be in field goal range the way the Colorado kicker's been banging them in from deep today.
yards away from the sticks.
They drop back to pass again, and he takes off, and he'll have the first down.
Decides to tuck it in, and he's got
And he
space.
trucks the defender. He does not slide.
29-yard line.
And they are moving the ball
Sometimes the
very
defense does
easily here.
everything right, and they still lose.
Hoping to
That
salt
time
this
they
one
did.
away. Minnesota might need a turnover at the rate this is going. They've committed 5 of their own. Still a throw here. Deep throw. Oh, and he has a man. Oh, incomplete. Wow.
That wasn't necessarily a big hit. It was a
They have
smart
come out with the lead and 2 minutes left and have decided now is the time to start slinging the ball. And it's worked so far.
2nd and 10.
They are inside the 30, but they're trying to end this game.
Just over 2 minutes in the game.
Another throw, a draw play though. 3rd down and 12. A field goal makes it
never
8,
able to get ahead of steam
so
on
it
that
wouldn't
carry.
end it, but a first down here definitely would end it. 5 of 15 on 3rd down for Colorado. You think they might throw this here the way they've been moving the ball. No fear in this play calling, and they're going to throw it again. This looks like a screen pass though. And he loses a couple more yards. It's 4th and 16 now. From the 34, this is a long one, but pretty comfortably within the range of this kicker.
For a very long field goal
And they'll be able to take this down to about 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the play clock. This would be a big make here to make it an 8-point game. A miss would leave Minnesota in pretty good field position. But I feel like he's going to make this one. He's been playing so well. That kick is up, and it is through the uprights, never a doubt.
Great snap and a perfect
That
hold,
thin
and he just had
boulder
awesome
air.
follow-through. Everything went right there on that long field goal.
1:18 left, down 8 points here.
Colorado is ready to
Does
kick
Minnesota
away.
have another turnover in them? I would not be surprised. They've turned it over 5 times. They've fumbled and they've thrown 4 interceptions.
Ability to make plays in this situation's got to be driving this defense crazy.
Tony Timmons was on the sideline on that 3rd down play, and they gave it to the backup running back who promptly put the ball on the ground. They need a miracle here.
So can the defense
They
match their effort from
have
the
not
last
thrown the
drive
ball
with another
successfully
takeaway?
So much
today,
of football is about how you respond to
specifically
adversity.
deep.
Moving forward
And that's what
after
they
a
need.
turnover is a perfect example of that.
Broken tackle here. He gets the first down. They need to hurry up to the line. He gets 14.
I'll tell you what, this defense
He has
better
10
start to get pressure on
receptions.
the
That's more than he has
quarterback.
carries,
They're
I'm
giving
guessing.
way too much time back there to
Thomas
throw the
Charles with
football.
4 back-breaking
Just over a
interceptions.
minute in the fourth quarter.
And he has another man.
Quick throw.
They're at the 40. That's David Young for 20 yards. 1:03 left. This is that Minnesota offense that we've been missing this whole game. But he's had sections like this, but he hasn't been able to go the whole drive without making a really bad throw. And is this it? No, it is not. They are inside the 20.
At the 17.
Maybe the desperation here has let them open the offense up a little bit, but they are suddenly moving the ball very easily, and they're going to spike this, despite having a lot of time left. It'll be 2nd and 10 here.
The clock with a spike.
Charles trying to make up for the plethora of mistakes that he has made earlier this game.
From the 17-yard line, it's 2nd down.
3 receivers to the left. He checks it down.
Zips it out to his runner. He's
3rd down and 4.
He's tackled at the
You
11.
probably don't want to spike it here. You probably want to call a play here. 40 seconds left. Wow, they got to the line quickly and snapped that. He has a man across the middle.
Throws it in
And
a
he's
hurry.
not in yet.
What a
It'll be
play to
first
set him
and
up
goal.
with first
Tyler
and
Webb
goal.
gets 9 yards. 52 pass attempts. They're going to spike this again on first down. 28 seconds
Spike will
remaining.
stop the clock.
Even if they do score, they're going to need 2 points. Second and goal from the 2.
We've got second and goal. 2 yards
Minnesota
to the end zone.
coming out with 2 men in the backfield. They motion one out. Charles throws it over the top of everybody and out of bounds. Didn't see anyone open there. They have 25 seconds left. Do you think they're going to be too scared to run the ball here with no timeouts?
It's the 9th play of the drive.
You would think they have time, but you never know. Well, maybe not. They're going heavy here.
Defense digging in here.
No, but they're going to throw it. He has a man. Is he going to get in? He will not.
And he's
It's
taken
4th
down
and goal, and the
just
clock is
outside the
running.
goal line.
Joel Green only gets a yard. Time is ticking. They're back in the shotgun. Last play of the game, potentially. And he's sacked, and he does not score.
And he's gonna be sacked.
And Colorado will win this game.
And the ball changes hands.
Minnesota just could not do anything on offense all game. They made mistakes, and that was the final one.
Hasn't sounded yet. They still have to snap the ball and make sure they don't make any mistakes.
And Colorado is going to get a humongous win.
Advantage. And he'll just take a knee here to kill the clock.
Minnesota needs to figure out his offense. Man, that's a tough loss for the Gophers.
This one's in the books.
Seriously,
And their
doing the
final
broadcast
score,
has been like the worst thing to happen to my team.
14.
I think I probably win this in a sim with your backup quarterback. But well played, Sims. GG. Now all you have to do is stop dropping games to conference opponents, and you might get back in the title picture here. Thomas Charles with an absolute howler of a game. 22-14, Colorado wins it. Hey Sims, can we do this again next year, but do it at Minnesota? You down? All right, well that's gonna be it for me. Thank you for watching, everybody, and we will see you next time.